5, 6, 7, 8.
It just takes the stress out of the day. Like, I don't have to worry about my first period or my second period. I don't have to worry about my third or just all the classes that you think would be so stressful. This removes that stress for at least that part of the day.
I would not usually like to come to school, but now I have something to look forward to.
Hi, I'm Karen Calhoun. I'm the Visual and Performing Arts Coordinator for the Norwalk-La Mirada Unified School District. What REAL is, we started training teachers, elementary classroom teachers, to do what I was doing with their classes. And so I started working with them with drumming and we started noticing on their test scores, their benchmark test scores, that the scores were just skyrocketing, even after I would work with them one day a week for 45 minutes on rhythm and really making them focus and learn. And these kids were living for those 45 minutes a week. But it transferred, the learning in there transferred over into their academic success. Actually, I've seen happy teachers too. I can't tell you how many teachers have come up to thank me for just getting this going in the schools. That's why Benton Middle School here is so popular, because parents want their kids involved in the arts. They want them to be able to create.
Like, when I'm having a bad day, I could rely on music just to calm me down.
My name is Fabio Kayama. We're at Bennett Middle School and I'm the music teacher over here. One of the most important things about music making is that it gives the kids not only the ability to express, but the ability to learn how to focus and really hone into specific skills. When that happens, is that it transfers over to all their other subjects. For example, by learning how to play different rhythms, it helps with literacy, helps with reading. Because when you're reading, it requires a lot of rhythms to be able to be fluent. And also, it helps with abstract thinking. When you're trying to decode notes on a page or listening to sounds and try abstractly to do what you need to do with your hands or what you have to do with the instruments, then it transfers over to abstract thinking, as for example in math.
Well, for one, I guess I could say it keeps me sane. You know, school can get kind of stressful, especially this year. I was in danger of not graduating because of language arts, and really close to just freaking out of all the stress. And this class, just being able to relax, play music, be creative, that just kept me sane.
Making music, you get to express yourself a lot more. You get to actually put yourself out there, but in a different way. Instead of like talking, there's a difference between saying something and then doing something.
In school, sometimes you get very tired. Like, you need to have like at least maybe one class where you can relax. This is the one where I can relax, and it relieves all my stress.
Well, I'm Michelle Green. I'm the principal here at Benton Middle Magnet School. It's a middle school, grades 6 through 8, and our focus is on visual and performing arts. It's really pulled our kids in. They're fully engaged in their learning, so kids are excited to come to school. They're never absent. It's kind of increased attendance because kids don't want to miss school because they're going to be in, you know, photography or orchestra or world percussion, steel pans. You know, this is their time to explore. Well, one of the evidences that we can point to directly is that we have the highest academic growth in the entire school district for elementary, middle, and high school grades. And we believe it's because of the engagement of the arts. We believe it's because our kids are immersed in, you know, the visual and performing arts, and that because of they're awake, they're critically thinking, they are applying their skills across disciplines. And so when it comes to core subjects like math and language arts and science and social studies, they are coming with their A game. They're awake, they're alive, they're alert, they're taking care of their homework. They have to remain eligible in order to play. And so they have taken on, say, our state testing, that kind of thing, with more gusto, because they know who they are and they are confident. What they speak about is the atmosphere on campus. There is a buzz that's in the air that's here on the first day of school, and they're finding just this neat synergy that happens when you meet people who like the things you like. I think that the payoff in the community, the payoff in terms of your standing in the community, the payoff in student achievement is totally worth the investment of time. I mean, it's a way to get your parents involved in what you do, because the programs that we offer at our school could not happen without parents partnering with us and locking arms and saying, how can we make this happen? And I think the experience in music and performing arts and visual arts is the reason that's happened, and why we've been able to turn our school around from, you know, a fledgling middle school, which is why I was sent here, with the lowest performance in the district, the lowest enrollment in the district. We're now the largest middle school in our city with the highest academic growth. And I mean, it can't be overstated how powerful an impact all of these things have made.